right, you rolling.
Shalom, shalom. Hey, we're the Hebrew Israelites coming in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, all right, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, all right, the place of our captivity. All right, but first and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
All right, Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father, whose name means He is or He exists, and Yahushai is the true name of the only begotten Son, and whom we do worship, whose name is the Savior, He delivered. That's what He's going to do. He save us, deliver us out of this place, out of this hellhole, known as Babylon the Great. All right, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the men who taught us this truth. All right, and sincere shalom to the elect. All right, so as you can see, many things going on, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, the scriptures tell you to measure thou the time diligent in itself. All right, and we're getting signs all over. You know what I'm saying? We haven't reached that falling out. You know what I'm saying? The climax of the downfall of this place, but all signs are pointing toward that. You had that movie, Leave the World Behind. You know what I'm saying? Which was pretty much going into like a EMP attack from China, or whatever it may, and you know, it was all types of situations going on, pretty much portraying the end times. All right, and all signs are leading toward that. Just as last week, you had an outage with a lot of phone services. You see, where a lot of people, you had a crowd gathered up at the AT&T wondering what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happens the day before that Elon Musk had tweeted, "This is a test." So, right. You know, they were putting two and two together, saying that he knew it was coming. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a beta test, you know, for the real thing to come. And they actually tweeted that when China actually attacks the EMP, it'll be way more devastating than just that little beta test. So they're putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? This is the time that we're coming into, the judgment of the Lord and the salvation of the elect. You see?
That's right.
So we're going to read, we're going to get into some scriptures, and Lord willing, it's edifying.
This is Jeremiah 5 and 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know and seek in the broad places thereof.
And it says, run to ye and fro through the streets of Jerusalem. All right, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right, we are the Israelites. Yasharallah, He is the Prince of the Power. You see, and right now the main the main scene, all right, of salvation of the elect comes here, Babylon the Great. All right, the destruction of the 2/3, right? So it says, run to and fro in the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know and seek in the broad places thereof. That's what's taking place right here before your eyes. We're out here in the broad place, the chief place of concourse, seeing, we got that fishing rod out, all right, and we're seeing, you know what I'm saying, who's worthy, who's going to come in, who can get down with this truth. Go ahead.
It says, if ye can find a man, if there be any that execute a judgment that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it.
Yeah, it says, and if you can find a man, and there be any that execute a judgment, all right, and that's what we're looking for. You know, like-minded individuals through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, we have the spirit of the Lord on us, so we're able to judge. The scriptures say that a spiritual man judgeth all things. You know, so we're out here. You know what I'm saying? Proclaiming the ordinances of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, declaring them on the planet Earth, letting you know that there's going to be a shift in power. You know what I'm saying? We're at the end of America. We're at the end of the so-called white man's reign. All right? And the Israelite kingdom is next, and it will last forever.
Let me get this precept real quick. You go back. This is 2 Esdras 6 and 25. It says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation in the end of your world.
Who that remaineth shall what? What did it say?
Shall escape. And see my salvation.
And see the, hey, that's what we hope for. You see, we're of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we be of the elect. You know what I'm saying? We're hoping to have our sins pardoned and to see salvation and get into a chariot. You see? And we're gonna endure. We're gonna endure whatever it takes, whatever the so-called white man's got planned, whatever guillotine he's gonna throw at us, whatever microchip he's gonna throw at us, or whatever freedoms he's gonna take away. You see? We're gonna endure that. So let's go.
Verse 2. And thou, they say, the Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely. O Lord, are not thy eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved.
Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. And you Israelite, hey, the scriptures say that a wise man knows when he's being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? And you Israelites, all they got to do is give you a little bit of marijuana to smoke, you know what I'm saying? A little basketball to watch, you know, a garage to blaze up in, a little used up hoe to fuck on. You know what I'm saying? And you Israelites are cool. You see?
Sexy Red is keeping a lot of women asleep.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got somebody like Sexy Red, right? Women should be tapping into a certain mentality at this point. You know what I mean? Looking for what they say, the alpha male. You know what I mean? Looking for a man of protection. Leaning towards the men of the Lord. Right? Because the men of the Lord is going to provide that salvation. But if you got somebody like Sexy Red, Ice Spice running around, that keeps these women's mentality in a degenerate mindset to where all they want to do is just get on Instagram to look cute, show their vagina off, and be a ratchet whore.
Oh yeah, she just posted some degenerate shit where she's actually pinching her lips. She was pinching her lips in some booty shorts.
Keep them holding these women hostage, really. Right now, the elect is being liberated in the spirit, you know, from the corruption spiritually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like the brother said, holding these women hostage. I be watching those platforms like, damn, y'all bitches stupid, if anything.
Yeah.
Still talking shit.
Right.
You know, that time has came and gone.
Yeah,
Like, y'all niggas ain't got the memo yet?
she gives hope for hoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because why? She has that chain on, that big sexy chain.
Yeah.
She's got a little stack of money. She just had a baby.
Kmart pose.
You know what I'm saying? And she got them big nails, them furry slide sandals.
Yeah.
So she gives hope to you hoes, you stupid hoes.
Yeah, this still you can be a hood rat just like me, a hood rat turn millionaire. But it's all an illusion though, because a bitch like Sexy Red is what they call an industry plant. You know, and that's the spirit. Me and his brother was just talking about that on the way here. She's an industry plant. You know, her first hit single was funded by those Israelis in the music industry, by, you know what I mean, by them niggas that own these high profile record labels, man. They put money behind her and they created that image for her. You know what I mean?
And Jake is a jackass, man. They're putting it in your face now. I don't know if you saw, but that dude Drewski, he dropped that video.
Yeah.
And they're pretty
Snoop
much
Dogg.
using Don Cannon's voice, and they're like, we gonna give you a 360 deal. You gonna get 1%.
Yeah.
We gonna get the rest. And Drewski's right there asleep with the link up. Drew.
Yeah.
So they're making fun of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you Israelites fall for. Yeah, you know, you're that lean drinking, degenerate Negro. You know what I'm saying? Or Mexican. A lot of Mexicans are like that now too. The Latino tribes. You know what I'm saying? And they're putting it out there that they're raping you.
There's a dude from
They're
Texas.
raping you.
That Mexican rapper that just came out not too long ago from Texas. Fat dude.
OT. He's Mexican.
He had a run for like 2 weeks. You don't hear a peep from him no more. So Esau just needs that image to be put out there to the rest of our people. Oh, okay, it's still hope. Get a chain. But where is he at?
Right.
Literally like 2 weeks, that nigga was popping. You couldn't turn on the fucking social media.
That shit was ass too.
It was, yeah.
That shit was ass.
I got a quick precept going into what you brothers are saying. This is Haggai 1:6. The book of Haggai 1:6. It says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough." Right? And that's where you Israelites are. You help build up this country, right? This country wouldn't be what it is if it ain't for the Negro entertainment and if it wasn't for the Latinos infrastructure, right, of building all these buildings up and laying down the groundwork. You know, and go hand in hand. You know, so you've sown much for this country, and they're pretty much spitting it back in your face, right? Because the music industry started off with more solid, thorough characters like Ice Cube. Even though even though a lot of them niggas ain't shit, but they were at least solid men.
Different image.
You know what I mean? It was a different image. It was like the rappers were men, the entertainers were men.
Niggas with attitude.
You know what I mean? They weren't pretty boy faggots
Dancing,
doing TikTok videos, right? You know, and Esau, he let you start off with that masculinity appearance, but then as the decades went on, look where he got you now. Look at the motherfuckers he give you now. You know what I mean? Look at the degeneracy he promote inside of your communities at this point. You've given everything to this devil, and he threw it right back in your face and gave you abomination. It says, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes, right? And a lot of these celebrities, these Israelite celebrities, they really not rich. They got money to play around with that the devil give them, right? But they're being lended that money, right? Esau is giving them niggas a black card with money already on it. But guess who has full control over that black card? It ain't P. Diddy. It ain't Lil Wayne. Okay? It's them damn them Amalekites, right? It's Esau. All right? The self-proclaimed white man, the Caucasian race that controls these record labels, man. Or that controls the entertainment industry, right? So Jake is out there turning into coons, hustling and bustling on the internet, showing they vagina. Niggas is being faggots, trying to make it to Hollywood just to get raped at the end, just to not see any of the profit for real at all. And you just lose your soul in the process, man.
It took a little bit of conditioning for Jake to accept homosexuality like that. It took a few decades. Like you said, they boasted up Ice Cube, niggas in the picture frowning with the Jerry curl.
Yeah.
And then little by little, he started, it's okay to be into your feminine qualities. Right. You know, it took a little while to get the Negro to fully turn.
It was a little smooth transition though, man.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, damn, what the fuck did we get here?
Yeah, it just hit you in the face.
Where was the middle?
Yeah. I don't remember the middle. Just
from the 60s until now, it was totally in the 60s. You had dudes big, buff, strong. Jake walking around punching people in the face. You don't got that no more. You had to be scared to be a homosexual back in the day. It was like on the low key. Yeah. Elton John wouldn't come out in 1960 like I Like Men. That was like later on, you know?
Yeah. I got a precept. This is Matthew 16:26. It says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" And that's what you see going on even in the NBA. LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they made him, man. You know what I'm saying? They know what supplements to give him, what to inject him with. You know what I'm saying? He's another lab creature. You know what I'm saying? They made the perfect basketball player.
Think about selling your soul. Think about them prostitutes, right? Them prostitutes that's walking the street corner.
Man.
Those women are literally selling their soul for $100, man. Right? They selling their soul so they can go home with $800 in their pocket a day, right? And to Jake, that's big money. $800 a day, nigga. $1,000 a day, right? $1 million. Chris Brown got $1 million. But what did them niggas have to do to get that, man? You know, the shit that these motherfuckers got to do to get that shit is things that they don't sleep good at night, man.
Yeah.
They can't look at themselves in the mirror and honestly call themselves a upstanding, righteous, honest person. They lost their soul in the process.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not worth it because you're gonna be destroyed in the end.
Yep. And a lot of their eyes start sinking because that's the sign of being a booty bandit. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Chris Brown, his eyes are sunk the fuck in his face now.
Chris Brown don't got that innocent look when he first kicked the scene with Running.
Yeah.
Remember, and his skin was glowing.
Yeah.
I remember Chris Brown, his skin was like glowing. He was vibrant.
When he was singing on Yo and dancing on Yo.
Yeah, his skin was like more clear and You know, he didn't have them tattoos, but now look at him. He like a dried out fucking
Skeleton.
like just a dried out prune, and he always got to wear shades. Hair, this nigga dye his hair fucking green. He's finished, man.
I feel like the elite do that on purpose. They like him to be all nice with the pretty hair like that. The elite do that for the rituals, man. You know, and you look at him like the brother say, he look way darker. You know, and can I get this up?
Yeah.
This is Sirach 9 and 11. It says, envy not the glory of the sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. You got everybody envying these celebrities. They say, I wish I could live like LeBron James, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, but you don't understand what they have to do to live that lifestyle. You got to do abominable things on a daily basis. If you go a week without doing nothing abominable, they're going to threaten you, man. You got to constantly do wicked stuff to live that lifestyle. You can't be a righteous man and have 500 million, not an Esau society. You got to sell out.
Yeah, hey, your day always comes. Hey, it's time for you to make that sacrifice.
They'll never get with us the lottery. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do that, and I don't think it would happen anyway. But you know what I mean?
And come to find out, dudes like Cat Williams is juiced in.
Right.
You know, I mean, he's just set up to play the guy like, oh yeah, I'm exposing everybody. He's done some shit too. Maybe not as much. Maybe he ain't go too far. Who knows, really? That's how dark that shit is. That's why them niggas be wearing dark sunglasses. Because, you know, you can't look them in the eye. If you notice, a lot of these celebrities look ashamed. Like when you see them in their regular form, they look like they know that the cat is out the bag. Everybody knows that these celebrities are homosexuals, but homosexuals.
Right.
These everyday fucking faggot motherfuckers that idolize these celebrities, you know?
That's right.
Go back to verse 3.
This is Jeremiah 5 and 3. O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction.
That's right. The Lord has consumed you Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Just like the brother was reading, man. You know what I'm saying? You're putting your funds in a bag with holes, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely consumed. Your business will never get off the ground. You got all these plans. You know what I'm saying? But yet, the so-called Negro community and the so-called Latino community are always at each other's necks. You know what I'm saying? Always at each other's necks, and that's why, hey, due to the curses and being in captivity here in Babylon the Great, the two lowest income households are the Negroes and Latinos. You know what I'm saying? That's on paper. That's on the books. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, the Lord has completely consumed you Israelites out here. You know what I'm saying? But yet, hey, that's a part of Him striking you down. These are the scourges for amendment for your wickedness done in the past, man. We are our fathers coming back. You know what I'm saying? Now we're serving out of captivity.
It says, they have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return.
They have made their faces harder than a rock and have refused to return, and there's a punishment that comes. You see, because all over the planet Earth, you have Israelites coming back to their true nationality. You know, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, and for you Jakes who want to stay Americans, who want to be proud Americans, and you know, continue to go to the club and smoke hookah at the table and turn up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas are dancing on tables, smoking. Hey, y'all, that time is coming to an end, man. You know what I'm saying? That all that party and bullshit. Hey, the Lord is He took it away from you during COVID, and that was just a trial test. But hey, there's gonna come a point in time where you're never gonna see that light of day again.
Yeah, you know, and you can tell the Lord is fed up with that shit because the Lord keep having death, you know, happen at those events. Like that Super Bowl shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Niggas thought they got away. You know, the next day, you had a goddamn serial shooter that killed how many niggas? Like a couple people at the Kansas City Chiefs parade right the day after the Super Bowl. Right? So the Lord is going to start shutting down, okay, you people's festivities. I wonder what the Lord going to do at Coachella this season.
Oh man.
You know?
We've been hoping for a couple of years now.
Lord might have a suicide bomber go up in there.
Yeah.
You know? But that's what's going to stop a lot of you people's mirth and a lot of you people's hanging out is death. Because there ain't nothing worse to fuck the party up than a nigga get shot or a nigga dead. That'll shut the whole party down. You know?
Yeah.
And the Lord is going to have to shut this party down because you've shown the Lord, you Jakes have shown the Lord that at all costs, you're going to chase mirth and you're going to chase after the flesh. You know? So you're going to have to see the recompense of pretty much submitting yourself to the flesh and not submitting yourself to his words, man.
And that Jacob's trouble is really coming. But just real quick, because in Washington, D.C., Esau finna pull out, test out certain laws dealing with stuff like that. And I'm trying to find an article for later.
It's Bowser Pinto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bowser Pinto.
Yep, gathering and stuff like that, giving the police all kind of executive rights.
I can read it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can read it if you want.
Yeah.
The Bowser Pinto plan. I'll read it for you. It says they're going to cut SNAP benefits. They're going to cut domestic violence support. Cut homeless prevention and eviction support. Cut emergency rental assistance. Cut youth reentry diversion programs. And we're going to go down. It says face coverings is going to be criminalized.
Start from the top again. Let's just run because these are the things that you women. Okay, yeah. Start from the top one more time.
They said they're going to cut SNAP, which is the food stamps.
Yeah. All you black women, you know who's on that snaps, man. You continue, Salaki.
It says domestic violence support.
That's another one right there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, you're gonna be in trouble because you can't keep your mouth closed. Especially you Israelite women. You know how they did the homosexual laws before they pretty much brought them to all the states. So that's another one.
And I can say real quick, these women's, their lives depend on 911.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without 911, these women ain't got no power at all. They already don't got no power, but 911 has been their backbone for years. Without that 911, they're gonna be open prey out here. It says cut homeless prevention and eviction support.
A lot of women been surviving. A lot of people in general. I know one personally. After the COVID, pretty much that financial aid, of people, been keeping people from being homeless. There's a lot of government aid, especially for the woman when you can't pay your rent, rental assistance. My ex, they would pay her whole rent. She done got out of that shit probably 3 times of being evicted.
Right.
Just hit up Daddy Esau. Can I get some money? And now they don't help the men out. So hey, that domestic violence and that rental assistance. Let's see what else they got.
That's gonna hurt. It says cut transitional support from shelter to housing programs.
Woo, that's another one. I have another ex that just came back, popped up in my city looking for me. She live on the East Coast, New Jersey. She had already used up all of her transitional assistance points, so she just nowhere for her to go, just on the streets. And then I was trying to help her get her back within the transitional, was gonna help her try to get a room somewhere. There was no way she could even get off the streets at that point. And she a little tiny little thing. You know what I mean?
And you know what? You got a lot of Israelite women that take full advantage of them support.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, transitional support from shelter to housing programs. You know what I mean? A lot of women, when they ain't got nowhere to go, they go down to the county building, and the county building will give them a whole bunch of vouchers, set them up with hotels, and that's before they even get them in them housing.
$700.
$700 here, take that. Here, we got you lace you up with a hotel for the next 3 weeks, and then after 3 weeks, we'll throw you in a 1-bedroom apartment, and we'll pay your rent for a whole year.
And you know what the women do? They'll induce you to get into a domestic violence dispute with them, because if they go to the city and they're a victim of domestic violence, really all of those benefits roll into them. Are you a battered woman?
Yeah.
So they'll induce that shit so they can be able to go and say,
And blame the man.
Yeah.
See, that's why a lot of you women, that's why y'all gonna get judged, because not only did you take advantage, right, of this wicked ass society, you made men the fall guy. You pointed the finger at men. You did all of this wickedness at men's expense. You know what I mean? In order for a lot of you to even qualify for these programs, you had to point the finger at a man.
Yeah.
My baby daddy, he did this. You know, my ex-boyfriend was abusive. He was an alcoholic. You see?
You was just out of order.
He
That's
was
all.
out of order, you know? And you didn't tell the full story, you know? So now the government is about to cut all this shit, okay? And a lot of you women is going to be running around in these streets like a chicken with their head cut off. And you're going to be face to face with these niggas that be sleeping on the sidewalk.
And they're gonna be seeking for a real man, but they're not gonna know how to treat them.
Right.
And you turned your man against you.
Right, that's right.
You turned the Israelite man completely against you. You know what I'm saying?
I want to go down. Can I go down to these?
yeah,
The rest. Let me just finish these.
Y'all got it.
It says face coverings is going to be criminalized. Fear is now cause for arrest. Gatherings of two plus people is going to be criminalized. Active duty status of officers is now secret. So that ultimately means that these officers now he could just be a regular nigga in street clothes, right? And he could just put you in handcuffs. You know what I mean? And you sit there and try to fight him like, hold up, nigga, who are you? And then you go to jail not knowing that he was a off-duty cop the whole time. He ain't got to even tell you his status no more, man.
That's crazy.
You know, he just pull out a gun and just blow your head off, you know? And people be like, what the fuck? Oh, well, he was an off-duty cop. Nothing you can do to him.
Yeah, they're slowly integrating draconian measures, you know, into you know, the natural order, well, so-called natural order, you know, of America. You know, you people are being stripped of your rights, you know, and all it takes is one psyop, one new pestilence, you know what I'm saying, for all this shit to just stop.
And I'm gonna read this last one. And you already know what this one gonna lead to. It says, show your papers, Metro law, right? And the showing your papers is pretty much showing your validation to do certain things. And you already know, you know what I mean, where they gonna take that. They're gonna take that to the mark of the beast, right? The papers is gonna be an electronic device that's gonna get inserted inside of your skin, right? So to go pretty soon, to even go to these parties, to even go to Coachella, to even go to these concerts, to go inside of the nightclub and have fun, all right, you're gonna have to get down with the microchip. You're gonna have to put that inside of you, okay? You're gonna have to seal your soul to the devil, man. All right, but a lot of people, they gonna do it because these people, they want to have a distraction in front of their face that bad. Right. Don't my bad, Salaki. Don't underestimate these people's will to chase the flesh. Yeah. They'll do anything. Don't underestimate these people when it comes down to the flesh. They will do anything for it, man.
That's why in Revelations 13, we really what we're talking about is fulfilling the Revelation the 13th chapter, the image of the beast. When you go down in the chapter, it talks about those that won't worship the image. That's where we're going. They're going to be caused to be put to death. The dragon represents America, Babylon the Great, but it also, the word represents Draco. You know, and there was an Athenian lawgiver, because this is Greco-Rome coming back, and he pretty much made harsh legislation which was punishable by death. Whatever he chose, you could steal something, put you to death. You know, so ultimately that's where this thing is going, and these people, they'll never surprise you. They'll be right along with it. You'll be thinking, okay, they're gonna see through this. These people will do anything to fight for this place, man, because this is all they have. A lot of these people ain't gonna be written in the book of life.
Yeah, they can't see past. They're too carnal. You know, they don't even believe anymore at this point. They don't. You know, they speak. They say that they believe. They go to church, but do they really believe? You know,
they don't know what they believe.
They don't know what's going on.
Can I get this up? This is Isaiah 65 and 14. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Yeah, those that mourn and weep now shall laugh later. You know, and those who laugh now shall mourn and weep later. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, we go about our day. We go watch the fights. You know what I'm saying? We get up with each other in the group chats. You know what I'm saying? We eat some good food. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're not really enjoying this shit. You know what I'm saying? We understand that we're in captivity. We barely have money in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? We are working these weak ass jobs. The so-called white man's making a killing off of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we know we live in an unrighteous society. You know what I'm saying? Where our woman rules over us. You know, not saying that our women rule over us, but you know what I'm saying. A woman has the ability to rule over the Israelite man in the society.
So gynocracy.
Yeah.
That's what we live in, a gynocracy society, bro.
That goes back to the serpent in the garden and Eve. Eve was the so-called black woman. You know, Apostle McCall just went into a lesson. He did a good lesson on that. How really it's the so-called black woman's fault. The fall of the whole nation is you so-called black woman. It goes back to that pact you made with the serpent.
Yeah.
And he's giving you. That's why we just read the whole thing going into domestic violence. He's the reason why you could call the police and act the fool in your household without being put in order.
Yeah.
Because you struck a deal with the devil.
That's right.
You know, but now that devil is getting ready to be that whole deal is being destroyed. You know, and this devil is not loyal. He's the thief that the Bible talks about that come to steal, kill, and destroy. He wants your soul, and if he have need of you, he's gonna be right there. But hey, he's used you Jakes, all the way up. How much worse can the so-called black woman get? How much worse can these little niggas that come out of the black woman get?
That's right.
Can't get no worse than that, man.
And that's why we just read, those that laugh now shall mourn and weep later. You Israelites have totally given into the lust of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You have gone after your appetite. You know what I'm saying? And fulfilling your appetite in this society is contrary to the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10 in this society. You know?
I got something.
Yeah, you can go.
You just get it. Yeah, we gotta be very. Everybody's getting ready to be judged for what we do in these. I don't even know if I want to go there. I was just gonna bring out that 2 Corinthians.
Go ahead.
For what we do in these bodies. 2 Corinthians, spirit. Let me just get this then. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. You know, and that's the only way. You gotta totally spiritually come out. You know, just look around. This is a whole sheeple herd type society, man. Everybody just goes along with whatever's popular, whatever's, you know what I'm saying, whatever's cool, whatever gets you the bitches,
Right.
whatever gets you the clout, whatever gets you the money.
That's right.
That's a zombie lifestyle. I never wanted to be like that because it's like, damn, I'm my own individual. This brother is his own individual. But in this society, you gotta wear J's, you gotta wear Sean. I'm glad the days of that Sean John and shit and that FUBU is over.
Full suits.
Right. Oh, man.
You know,
Yeah,
the
the suit.
velour suits and all that
Velour
shit.
suit.
Because if you wasn't, like, if you didn't wear everything down to T, if you didn't have a velour suit, you was like a damn homeless nigga under the,
Well,
you know?
Yeah,
hey,
that's true.
they show you that in Love Don't Cost a Thing.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking about
You know
that.
what
I
I'm
was just about to say
They
that.
show you that in that movie because, hey, Nick Cannon wasn't shit before he put on that
That
Sean
velour
John.
suit.
That's all it took.
With that wave cap.
Yeah, so now, and the new thing now is being social media friendly, right? That's the new cool thing.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, when you talk to one of these broads or you just talk to anybody in general, they want to get your Instagram, right? And if somebody finds out that you only got 60 followers on your Instagram,
Oh yeah.
their respect will start to go down for you.
Yep.
You can see it. You know what I mean? But that's because these people, they care about this world that much to where they need the validation of a virtual world on a goddamn cell phone to tell them if you're cool or not. You know what I mean? And you could be a decent, upfront, you know what I mean, righteous person, but if you don't have over 2K followers on Instagram, you're nothing but a peasant. You know?
That's the verdict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
The checklist is unrealistic. You gotta have followers. You gotta have a Mercedes Benz. You gotta have a 6-pack. Impossible car, like you say, you gotta be 6 foot tall. It's unrealistic. These bitches is 50 years old, no kids, no family, in the house with cash because they waited. And then they wish that they would have gave a guy a chance to work that Pet Boys or something. You know, man, it's a wrap.
Oh, they be showing that. They be showing these ridiculous bitches dating website bios.
Yeah.
Where the bitch is like, I'm 35, I'm 8 months pregnant.
kids,
I'm 8
you know?
months pregnant currently. but I will not accept like a man who doesn't make at least 6 figures. And oh my God, these bitches are delusional.
How about Shai said, look on the outward man. I mean, on the inward man. And people don't look. You could, like this brother said, you could be like the most decent. Like when you look at an individual like a Mayweather on the come up. He wasn't money made at first. He was a guy that was in the gym, studying the art, putting in the work.
Regular dude.
Just a regular dude, but an outstanding. And I'm not using him to hell with him, sell out. But you got men like that. The men of the Lord. That's the story of the men of the Lord. Upstanding, like integrable. If you knew the wars that we was facing, you would admire it. If you could take a peek into our world, if you could stand in our shoes. But this society, it doesn't care about those kind of things. It's all about, okay, what is it on the outside? What you got right now? What you got for me?
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
That's bugged out, man.
That is bugged out.
You know what I mean?
Bitches won't get it through the mud with Jake, man.
No, not no more. And that's why a lot of these women are single, you know? And that's why you got a lot of emotional bitch-ass men. You got men that think like women because he don't even want to be your homeboy because the bitches ain't fucking with you or something. Nigga, I don't hang out with niggas whose shoes ain't up to date.
Yeah.
You know, this is a grown man judging you based off how cute you are. He looking you up and down. Are you cute?
Yeah.
I mean, if I go up in this bar are we gonna get bitches together, or are you gonna hold me back?
Yeah.
You'll hold me back. I can't fuck with you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's some weak ass shit, man.
That's some gay ass shit.
That's some gay weak ass shit. But that's what happens when you have a world full of dummies and carnal, Pookie and Ray dumb niggas, man. Who Esau has propped up to only care about one thing and one thing only: validation from other motherfuckers.
That's crazy, bro. Because the scripture, not the scriptures. There's that saying that strong men create weak men, or strong men.
Times.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like the society that that America built, they was winning wars. You know what I'm saying? They was stealing people's resources and shit. Look what it's created.
Right.
The ability for these weak ass motherfuckers to walk around and decide what gender they fucking are. You know what I'm saying? The ability for these men to come out here and think that they're doing something because they have a Porsche 911 and a fucking brand new Gucci pair of shoes.
But he can't fight.
That's some weak ass.
He's overweight and he can't fight. He has a Porsche. He's on a yacht with bitches. But if anything was to pop off, he couldn't fight. You ever be seeing them videos with them little influencers? And they be inviting like regular little Jakes to come hang out with them at their mansion. Jake be socking them niggas up on camera. And them influencers just get punched in the mouth. What?
Because they're a lick, bro.
Yeah, because they're
lick.
bitch ass niggas. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He think that because, I got the women here, I'm cool. You know what I mean? You had that dude, John Zerka. John Zerka, who's like a millionaire podcaster or whatever he is. He invited just some normal old Jakes to his house. Jake whooped his ass.
Oh, was that where he punched his ass? That big ass Jake?
Yeah, he socked his ass.
Socked his fucking ass.
Socked him and dropped him, man.
And the women were all mad?
Because he's a clown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't matter about the money. It don't matter about all that shit. You niggas is clowns, man. And pretty soon, you're going to be presented with real men, violent men. Okay? That's going to test that resolve, man. All right? You ain't going to be able to do the circus show for long, nigga. All right?
It seemed like the Lord pulled us out the road at the right time. Because if we would have been in here a couple more seconds, we could have been finished. The Lord took us out right at the right time. When you saw us going too far, it seemed like the truth just came. You know what I mean? Because right before I came in, I thought I was going to be an actor. This brother was going to be a rapper. He might have been a rapper too, or a singer. This brother might have been. So the Lord took us out right at the right time, man.
Man, it's that comfortable. The days of comfort is over. Everybody's fighting for the life of comfortability so that they could escape the evils. Like it talks about in Habakkuk 2. Woe unto him that set his nest on high so that he could deliver himself from the power of evil. That's the so-called white man. They want to be these elites. They make us they make us slaves while we pay them taxes. They don't have to deal with the shit we have to deal with. All these great evils. But that's what you niggas want. You wanna escape. Well, hey, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast is getting ready to come. In the days of being rich, the middle class, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be out of there. It's gonna be the 1%, the super elite, and then it's gonna be the poor. And they're gonna make sure they're gonna that there is no middle class. It ain't gonna be no niggas making no you make a 500,000 a year on your chip. No, it's not gonna be like that. You know, it's gonna be a social credit, and I'm speaking facts. You're gonna be tied with a social credit system, and you're gonna have stamp marks on your chip to where you have to spend it in a certain amount of time, otherwise it evaporates. So that's gonna prevent you from saving anything.
Flexing at the club, you ain't gonna be able to do that no more. You know?
I got something. This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery, and that's what this society is all about. Lies and robbery. You rob the poor souls. Okay, and that's not talking about the niggas that need help getting a sandwich under the bridge. That's talking about the souls that want to see righteous, want to see good days in this place, that want family, that want to uphold the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai, community, the right way. But we can't have none of those things until the wicked is removed. So all this hell has to come. That's part of prophecy. We embrace it for coming so that we could get to the, you know, the other side, the green pastures. But this is the prey departeth not. Yeah, you people are prey. Starting with the true biblical Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and then all of you people, you're prey to the elite bankers. Look at you. You have to go along with the program. Okay, you got to go along with the image of the beast. You got to worship the beast. You got to worship the system to live.
That's right.
There ain't even. You could go all throughout the city. There ain't no damn fruit trees.
Damn, that's wild.
You know, I mean, you cannot survive without getting up, going and getting a job, and you might want to live bare minimum. You know what? I don't care about being rich. I'll be in a studio the size of a box. You know, I don't have to have the newest shit. But you got to depend on the system. You got to depend on the job market to accept you. And if you any man of integrity, you got to be able to work around bug outs and act like everything is cool. You know what I'm saying?
And you see what happened to motherfuckers who don't become a productive member of society. Look how Esau do them. He just let them sleep all on the floor.
Yeah.
There ain't no pro. Look at all these homeless motherfuckers, man. They say L.A., San Francisco, the homeless epidemic is out the roof. Esau ain't even trying to put them niggas in programs. Just let them die on the street.
Even the veterans.
They could be dead bodies on the street. Esau don't give a damn because you're not a productive member of society. You're not helping build up corporate America. So if you're not helping build up corporate America to Esau, you're dead. You know?
If you're a Jake, it really don't matter. Because especially a so-called black man, because for one, a lot of these jobs, they don't want to have to come in and see you every day. It's something about the so-called black man, they're a little bit more intimidating.
Yeah.
And I've worked in certain jobs where it's a car, he'll just be like, oh, okay. He want to take the nigga out, but he'll still play it off like, okay. Jake sometime, he gonna show you like, nigga, I'll slap you right now, nigga. I don't care about this paycheck. So a lot of these jobs, if you ain't the so-called Negro that's a all-out coon, they gotta be able to talk shit. You gotta put on your little soft voice.
Yeah.
You might look austere. That's a problem. They don't want to come into work and see you like that. So you got to do a lot of tap dancing in these jobs, or you got to find a way. You can if you in the Lord, you can find a way. That's the only thing. But let me finish this. The prey depart if not, the noise of the whip. Let me skip down to 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Brother, do you know who the well-favored harlot is?
America?
Yeah, America. Babylon the Great is the well-favored harlot. What did it say? The multitude of the whoredoms. What is the whoredoms? That's the fornication, meaning that you step out on your Yahweh Shema Shai. You go the other way. You don't go the ways that are in this Bible. You commit fornication with Satan. You lay in bed with Satan, with the doctrine of the world. Because the Bible says that this world is taught by the traditions of men. It says the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms. This society is nothing but witchcraft. That's why you have feminism. That's witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's rebellion. That's what witchcraft is according to the Bible. It's rebellion against the Heavenly Father.
And a lot of people don't know this, but feminism it started in the late 1800s by 3 Edomite women, right? And then they had new wave feminism that came out in the 1960s, and they promoted that to the black woman.
I think it was through that magazine Vogue, right?
Huh?
Like through Vogue magazine.
Yeah, I think so.
They pushed it.
Yeah, in
like,
the 60s, but in the 60s they pushed it to the black woman. But it started off, the idea started off with 3 masculine Edomite women that wanted to go against the grain of bowing down to a man's authority. So yeah, it literally is witchcraft. And then they put it on the black woman in the 60s, man.
And let's name some other. Okay, that's only one. Homosexuality. Real quick, let's run down the name of the different
Whoredoms.
homosexuality. See, people don't understand witchcraft. They think you got to get the Ouija board, and then a ghost pop up in the corner. No, man, it's as simple as this: homosexuality, gangbanging,
Pharmakia.
Yeah.
gangbanging for real though. That's
Gangbanging. Yeah.
because Jake don't even have a culture outside of that now. Even the Jakes that's trying to come into themselves, now what they doing on social media, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that shit no more, nigga. We get the bag, but if a nigga tests me though, and they all do the same shit, nigga.
Yeah, same shit, same way.
You know, bro, like where you get that script from?
Yeah.
You know, like did you come out of the womb? That's some fucking magician shit. Like,
Another one is the YOLO carefree shit. You know what I mean? That's gotten a lot of niggas fucked up.
Atheist.
You know what I mean? Being like a goddamn clown, like what can I say? Like a parody. A lot of these Jakes, they live their life as a parody.
Oh yeah.
They take nothing serious, pulling pranks. You know what I mean? You know, the only thing they will do is just get a job, but other than that, nothing else is serious to them. You know, nothing, no moral sanity, just being a complete carefree jackass. And that was witchcraft, right? Because Esau created a comfortable society to where men can just, you know, throw all their burdens on the U.S. government, right? Because a man is supposed to think about the infrastructure of his city, of his community, of his legacy. Men don't have to do that anymore, man. A man can, as long as he has a job, he goes to college, every weekend he can go to a rave and dress up in them lights and walk around in panties and do the light show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then he has a job during the week.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
even as a man, you don't even have to learn how to fight.
Yeah. You don't
Like
have
you
to.
said.
You don't have
And
to.
that's like, you don't have to go too far into that. I mean, it's a, it's a balance with that. But even in the animal kingdom, you can't be a male animal and you just roaming around and you don't know how to defend your turf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one-on-one. And this brother said the drug industry, like pharmakia, that's witchcraft. You got street illicit drugs, and then you got legal drugs. And the devil tells you that it's legal, but it's just as bad. A lot of that shit is just as bad as the fucking street shit. Which the street shit come from the so-called white man too, the Edomite.
Right, yeah, but every time you watch one of them intervention shows, half of them are gone off of pills. You know what I'm saying? That comes from that shit comes from CVS. You know what I'm saying? Them narcos, them fucking Vicodins, opiums, opioids. You know what I'm saying? Those are all created for the devil, and they're given unto you as, treatment.
Yeah, he saw it and got niggas hooked on that.
Yeah.
You got motherfuckers that truly believe I can't go to sleep without this.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta pop this. Oh, I'm a headache. Time to pop that aspirin or pop that whatever. You know, one of them long ass name pills, right? Instead of resorting to the natural things of the earth. You know, the herbs, what else can I say? The medicine of the earth, the true medicine of the earth, and also prayer.
Shit, yeah.
A lot of people don't do that when they get to a point to where they fall ill. You know what I mean? They depend 100% on the doctor, and that is witchcraft because Esau. What is he always doing? He's always putting a fucking commercial out there, right? And he got the niggas in the commercial. It's a good family picnic, right? And then they happy, and then he'll say, "Oh, it's because of this pill. It's because of trioxethan that they're happy today."
Niggas twirling through the yard.
Niggas twirling through the yard.
Skipping.
You know what I
the
mean?
end could cause death.
Could cause
Fainting.
death. You
And
know
all that shit.
Like,
fingers could fall off.
Call
You
the
know?
doctors if you get numbness in your toes.
Yeah.
Your head fall off, call the doctor.
And they say that shit real fast. So yeah, that
Oh,
medical
yeah.
industry is very much witchcraft.
Yep.
The fucking snake wrapped around the
Yep.
goddamn staff, man.
And think about it. A lot of times we get real quick. We get sick because of our lifestyle. Whether it's the way you live in, you might be stressed out a lot, or your eating habits. How can you just create a pill and say don't change none of that? Here, just take this behind that, the burger and fries. Just throw that down with the chitlins.
Yeah, that'll help.
Like that don't even make sense. Your kidneys going out. Take this pill. You know what I'm saying? You can still live the same lifestyle that's destroying your kidneys.
That shit just keep you alive. That's all it's about. All it do is just keep you alive. Because these people, they really might have something wrong with them, right? They really might have an illness. But what the pills do is just keep you alive.
Treat
or at
the
least
symptoms.
treat, you know what I mean? But they don't cure it.
Yeah.
The doctor is not trying to cure you. He's trying to keep you alive so he can keep making more money off you.
It'll treat. Oh my bad.
Them hospital bills, they add up, man. Every time you visit that hospital, they just billing you every step of the way. Okay, you went the wheelchair. We had the wheelchair you to the front. That was $500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You laid in the bed. We charge $800 for that.
The little garment,
The
little
X-ray, that's
Fed you.
$2,000.
Yeah.
We fed you. It's $500.
Yeah, that's $500.
That's $500.
You know?
I had to go. Remember, I had that toothache when they drilled in my tooth. Just for
Yeah.
that whole thing was like $2,000. Y'all just give me the bill. I ain't gonna pay it, but just give me the bill. I can't even do it. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and do what you gotta do.
They send that to a collection agency.
Central
Yeah,
Collection is-
and then the collection agency will sit there. I got the collection agency right now.
Oh,
These
they on
niggas
my
send me a
ass.
text every other day. You know what I mean? For some money I owe somewhere else, man. They'll send a goddamn collection agency on you, and then they'll start tampering with your goddamn income tax. So then you start trying to do your taxes, thinking that you're gonna get something back. Esau send your ass $200. You're like, where the fuck is the rest of my money? Oh, well, you owe this, that, and the third. You didn't pay this hospital bill because you took some damn, you got some prescription medication that cost $200. Try Vonathan.
Yeah.
Some shit you can't even fucking pronounce, man.
Monoxalosis.
Yeah.
Crazy ass
Some
shit.
bullshit.
Who named this shit, man? Bro.
Yeah, and then another one is big food. You know what I'm saying? The food that you're consuming, like this brother was bringing up earlier, you know, the herbs and the natural healing remedies. A big part of that could be your food. That's your food should heal you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, you've been in this society duped to think that everything has to be dipped and fried in vegetable oil.
Grease. Yeah.
You know, all greasy. You know what I'm saying? The fries gotta be greasy. The chicken gotta be greasy. This gotta be greasy. This gotta taste super sweet.
Yeah.
This drink gotta be filled with 50 grams of sugar. And
Gotta
order
have
for me
that
to like
fizz,
it.
you know, that Sprite, that root beer fizz. A lot of niggas can't eat a meal without that soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's that fizz go with that abominable bacon sandwich.
And they say that's the
You know?
worst. They say that's the worst thing that you could do is when you're consuming food, is to have carbonation, because
Right,
it messes with your digestive. So see, the Lord always like whatever's good, like whatever it caters to the flesh, to your taste buds. It's usually opposite with the Lord.
That's why bitter, and this is a bitter situation we're in, is actually better. Bitter herbs is really the healthiest thing for you. But like the brother said, that's why you have something called supplements, because you're not getting it in your food. You're not getting the minerals. You know, like a lot of these fruits and vegetables, they don't have seeds in them. Now your body is able to reproduce. Your genetics is able to bring forth. You know, so how can't your fruit do that? I remember I was talking to this chick. She was a personal trainer, and she did a whole project on black chick on GMOs. And I never thought it was that serious, but she was like, yeah, that's a slow kill, because pretty much your body doesn't recognize. You know, your body is compatible. That's why you can't just eat anything. The Lord made food compatible with your DNA. That's why certain things that humans eat, animals can't eat. You kill them. So you eat this shit, it don't even produce fruit of itself. You know, and that's fucking with your DNA. It don't recognize that shit. So all you doing is straining your fucking body. It's breaking you down. That's why we start gaining weight early. We start, you know, early ages. We start looking older. Earlier ages, we're a lot less of stature. than in the ancient world? You know what I'm saying? Because you're dying slowly. You're not getting any minerals. You gotta go get the vitamin C. You gotta go get the vitamin D off the shelf, $30.
Oh,
You gotta go buy the Irish moss. You gotta get some calcium in you.
that shit's all expensive too.
And that's why niggas is playing basketball, coming down and shin snapping in half. Nigga go to throw the kick, leg just shattered.
Bones weak.
Yeah, you don't have no fucking
Yeah,
calcium in you.
because you got to think about it. Your bones ain't supposed to just be breaking mid fucking MMA fight, right? Because when we had our nation established, right, Jake was warriors. You know what I mean? We had an army behind us. And you think MMA is rough, you should have seen the wars back in the ancient world. It was all hand-to-hand combat for hours, man. Not no 25-minute fight.
Oh, yeah.
They was right there. They was front line for hours, man. You know what I
Swinging
mean?
that sword.
But they was stronger. They was strong enough to hit a nigga with an elbow and his whole face push in. And his elbow wouldn't break. Kick a nigga right in his head. His goddamn neck snap. And his body would be fine because his diet was good. The food he was eating was better. You know what I mean? And just his state of mind was stronger, man. But, you know, a lot of this shit, why Jake's body be giving out, a lot of it be your mind, man. Your mental health is very important because you can think, you can actually think yourself into a sickness. You can actually think yourself into, you know, my body is weak. When I punch that dude, man, my goddamn knuckles hurt. That hurt.
Go punch a wall then.
Yeah.
That's the mentality. They might be weak.
That's what they used to do in the ancient world.
You know?
Niggas was socking stones for practice.
Little by little.
Socking trees, man.
Yep.
Body became like a rock. And these men ain't thinking like that, you know?
That's beautiful you said that. It is. We're under the devil, the deceiver. That's what the word means. So it is mental. You think, hey, so as a man thinking. You know what I'm saying? You talk to these people, hey, you know what? Cancer is not really a hard thing to cure. This is just what you got to do. Oh, nah, you got to, who told you that?
Chemo.
I'm going to consult with my doctor.
Pay $60,000 for chemo.
You feel me? Like, brothers got knowledge when we should be low-key 100,000-aires, a millionaire.
You can cure cancer with $100.
Yeah, yo, no, real talk.
Yeah, you cure cancer for about $100. But
$100
Esau got
about
you
a week.
paying
Yeah.
$60,000 for chemotherapy, and it don't even work, and it turn you bald and it make you weak and shriveled up.
We can tell you. We can run a list down.
I got a precept real quick.
And then I'll go back.
Yeah. This is Romans 8, starting at verse 5. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace."
Woo. And to be spiritual minded is to understand that life is more to it than what the fucking TV and the so-called white man tells you in school and put on your TV, man. You know? So you carnal minded, you gonna go after what your mama, the grandmama. Hey, the earth, man, you got, hey, your food is your medicine. You got, hey, there is no finding out Yahweh Shemal Shai. You got stuff under the ocean, like Irish moss, right? It holds like almost, I say about 75, a little more % of the phytonutrients that your body needs, you know, that your DNA, that your cells need to eat, you know? That's a lot of nutrients you could get in one setting. That's just one thing.
There could be fruit in the ocean, man.
You feel me?
But we not going to be able to attain that because the devil, he ain't going to let us have that. And the devil probably ain't even discovered it because the Lord don't want him to discover it. So the Lord is at odds against wicked lifestyles.
You carnal. You trust in man.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. I just had to correct
Nah,
that.
that's all.
You know, like even spiritual people that don't know anything about the truth or Yahweh Shemal Shai, you got people now that's tapping into herbs and understand that the whole medical and this witchcraft and shit, but they're tapping into, they call themselves being what? Spiritual or woke? You know?
Carnal mind would trade all of that for a Burger King Whopper. You know what I mean? A carnal mind would trade all of that for a KFC chicken bucket, man. You know what I mean? Because it satisfies the flesh. And a lot of this food, especially that fast food, man, you stay away from that shit. The Jack in the Box and shit, man, stay the fuck away from that, bro, because that shit is drugs, man. Right? A lot of that fast food they're in cahoots with the FDA, the Food Drug Association. Put it together. They're putting drugs inside of that food, man. That's why these niggas is addicted to chicken nuggets. You know, I gotta
20 piece.
You ever hear a nigga talk about like McDonald's? Like he be salivating when before he go get it. Ah man, shit, bro. I'm just gonna go to McDonald's, bro, get a McChicken, bro, and
Whispering.
get a McDouble, bro.
He
Oh,
start
shit,
getting
I'm
mad.
so hungry. Ooh,
He start getting mad.
you know what I mean?
Well, that's the nigga's battery.
Addiction, man.
A nigga could get through the day because they know at a certain time, yeah, nigga, let me just go do this. I'm gonna go get McDonald's, and that's what he do. He talk all day about it. Yeah, nigga, you heard they got a new double Big Mac. Nigga.
Yeah,
That get weed in McDonald's.
yeah.
That's
Carnal
why
as hell.
what the scriptures say. The covenant that they made with death. You people have been. That's been a battery in your back. The lies of refuge. Where's that in Isaiah? You made lies your refuge. You know that covenant you made with death. Honestly, because we've been in the world. You know, in the world, it seemed like you went ahead and you did your worldly business because you knew that you had that liberty to do your wickedness. Like that was your battery. And we're gonna roll this blunt up. I'm gonna sleep with this nigga woman.
Can't even
If
go to
you
the
was-
party
you know,
unless that blunt is rolled, unless you smoke that down first.
You had
You know?
social groups. You know what I'm saying? Like you could get through the week because you know every Thursday, every Monday, whatever, you gonna link up with the posse. Y'all gonna go to happy hour.
Right.
Y'all gonna, you know,
Blow it down in the car. You know, y'all gonna chase the same little bitch. It's just 5 niggas and 2 homegirls come through. All y'all niggas is going after that same bitch.
Chasing after the same rap deal.
You know, same shit.
Same thing. Shit.
You know, and it has made you niggas carnal to where you can't see anything spiritual.
Yeah.
Right? So in the minute of the Lord, when we present truth in front of you, you look at it as strange because you've been living your life as a lie. You can't, you know, nigga want to look at us strange, but we got reality. This is reality. Okay? A woman is supposed to be in a house. Men are supposed to be men. Homosexuals supposed to be eradicated. Esau is the devil. That's reality. But you niggas have been living contrary to that, right? And you've built up this callous of lies and deception and thinking you the man, thinking you that bitch, that now when the truth is presented in front of you, you don't know how to take it. So, you know, it's so bad now that Esau is putting it right on the television screen. World War III is a very big possibility. And a nigga be in Denny's, the motherfucker is right there above him. He in Denny's walking right past that with a goddamn bacon plate
Or
with his family. I
yeah.
love you.
First thought is to make a funny TikTok about
Yeah.
World War III.
Make a funny TikTok about that. Are they really gonna come pick us up? Are they really gonna do that? Stupid ass.
When you get drafted, when you receive that phone call and you're drafted, they'll
Yeah.
go do a whole skit.
They're not doing skits in Iran. They're not doing skits in Russia, man. They're out there preparing themselves to go to war.
Real life war.
To go to World War III, the world's war, man. It's only you fucking stupid fucking Americans that still think everything is a goddamn joke.
Right.
But that's because you're a carnal. You have the carnal mind, and I just read it. It said the carnal mind is death. That carnal mind is getting ready to lead to you people's demise pretty soon, man. You can only keep ignoring the inevitable for so long until it smack you in the face, man.
Yeah. I got a precept. I don't know if you brothers got this already, but this is Ecclesiasticus 38:4. It says, "The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them." Hey, he that is wise will not abhor them, and that's a part of coming out of this world. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you get like an infection, you know, you try to fight it with the garlic. You know, you try to fight infections with the medicines that the Lord gave. Now I'm gonna say this. There was an infection I got like maybe 2 years ago, and I tried it with the garlic. You know what I'm saying? I was trying it, praying it. Lasted 3 days, and then I was like, man, I need some antibiotics, bro. This shit ain't going away.
Sometimes.
But even the brother Makodashi, I had came out and told him that he said that the so-called white man, you know, he's tampered with the power of the garlic.
He radiates a lot of the shit. If you don't go to the right place, when you eat these fruits and vegetables, before they get on the shelf, they're radiated. It kills all the enzymes. So I know where to get it. I could tell. I use garlic so much, I know what garlic is strong as fuck and it ain't tampered with.
They say that to avoid garlic that's been grown in China, because they grow it in sewer water,
But
you know?
that's nasty.
So man, this, you know, try. You know what I'm saying? You try to the best of your ability. You come out of this world, man. You know, and a part of that is your diet. You know, a part of that is taking the herbs, using these herbal remedies. You know what I'm saying?
Quick precept with you. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
My bad. This is Genesis 4:12. It says, "When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth." Right? When thou tillest the ground, right? Because this brother was just talking about that garlic. Well, where are these garlics and these herbs and these fruits? Where are they growing out of?
Yeah.
They're growing out of, polluted land. You know what I mean? I mean, you could grow some tomatoes in the backyard, but that backyard was founded on a whole bunch of chemicals Esau then threw in the soil, right? And it's just a wicked energy. Energy affects food too, man. It really does. You know what I mean? Energy can make the food taste good or bad. You know what I mean? So if you got everybody in the world with this wicked high demonic vibrations on them, you sitting there trying to grow some goddamn lettuce, it's not going to yield its strength because you got a vagabond and a goddamn fugitive. His vibration is all throughout the earth.
I think about a lot of these lands, like where we standing right now. This wasn't always Guitar Center. It probably was a dump for somewhere else, in the soil.
Oh yeah.
So your house is sitting on whatever
Shit.
Esau project was before he made that a residential community. And there's a land Sabbath where you're supposed to leave the land alone for a year.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Let the land rejuvenate itself. A lot of this soil it's never got a break.
That's crazy that
You know
you
what I'm
say
saying?
that, bro, because a lot of these hills, they're not truly hills. They used to be dumps. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine back before, Esau started expanding, inward toward the city, the outer of the city was dump. They probably burned trash here or whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you're trying to do that shit in your backyard. It used to be a dump.
And
You know what I'm
that's the
saying?
truth. Because where's the fruit? You mean to tell me America was it was like a paradise? Where's the natural fruit trees and shit? But can we get back to that? Okay, this is Nahum 3:5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of armies, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will shew thy nakedness. I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. How is that? How is the Lord shewing the nakedness? Meaning that He's revealing the secret parts of the wickedness of the wicked, the so-called white man. Okay, the biblical Edomite, because right now, the so-called white man's in the power seat. Job 9:24. He's doing it through the prophets. That's the reason for first and foremost why we out here. We are the voice of the Lord. According to the Bible, the prophets are His voice. That's how He speaks to the nations. All right, so all this stuff is coming out. And the whole algorithm in the earth is what? Is to pretty much, you got the true hardcore zombies, but everybody's catching on. But the source of it is not getting credit. And that's all through the Spirit. Okay, the prophets are not going to get the credit right now. Just like Yahweh Shai, he didn't receive, among his group, they wanted to make him king. But for the most part, his father, Yahweh, didn't want him to get that fame like Kanye.
Right.
Pretty much just his energy, his spirit took over,
Right.
brought Rome down, put the spirit back in Jake in his time. And they started revolting all throughout Rome and Greece and Colossus and all them different countries that they were scattered. And then Rome fell. The kingdom fell then. Okay? And the same thing that's happening now. It's the spirit of the prophets starting with the elders and apostles, bringing out the stuff, dealing with the herbs, dealing with the medical industry, the corruption with the medical industry, dealing with you women. All of that came from the Bible, from the truth. It came from the Spirit of the Lord first, which came down into the prophets, and then that energy, that vibration went all out throughout the earth and rose men up.
The anti-jab.
Anti-jab,
That's a scary thing too. Coming up under the vibration of the Lord, but still not giving the Lord His credit. The
Right.
Lord will jack you up for that. Just like that Muslim chick. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get her kids, the immunizations. They came and knocked on her door and took her children away. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you ain't coming up under the vibration of the Lord, hey, the scriptures say that he that departeth from wickedness maketh himself a prey. How much more if you're not going to give the Lord his credit?
That's right, because the word of the Lord is still going to do the thing that is set up to do, that is purposed to do. It won't return unto him void. So you could give credit or not. The fact that the Lord is starting to expose this shit, you know, the wickedness of you women, because we was all in that catatonic sleep, you know, with these women. I had it in my spirit. I saw my dad. He was kind of austere. He had a wife. He held it down, hard worker. But for the most part, at a certain time, you thought this is just the way it is, low key. I gotta go along to get along.
Happy wife, happy life.
Family.
But the Spirit of the Lord, hey, he making everything revealed because we're in the end. We're in the last. Everything will be revealed. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile and will set thee as a gazing stock. America, Babylon the Great, is a gazing stock right now. All right, and is known to be a vile place. Okay, vile is like the root word of villain. This place has been a villain for a long time among all the nations. But now, according to Joel, the 3rd chapter, these nations, okay, you know, the weak are saying that they're strong right now because they all have missile technology. Okay, those nuclear missiles, and they're all pointed. Jeremiah 51. They're all pointed at this place. Okay, so all, you know, you people in America, you're in for a rude awakening. Okay,
Right.
because America on a global scale, you just got this fractional mind of fucking eating McDonald's and having a good time.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, the whole world, when you see them immigrants, like, I'm not talking about the South American ones, the niggas that's really looking for opportunity. I'm talking about these niggas from Syria, the Chinese and shit. Them niggas got all kind of life in them. They look all energetic and happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we going up here. We should fuck them motherfuckers up. Like,
Americans are great, bro.
yeah, even when they get interviewed, them different foreigners. If you ever notice, you know, the nigga will be asking them, the American will ask like the Chinese niggas or whoever, the Arab niggas, why you up here? They'll have that very facetious, if that's the word, look like, I don't feel like talking to you. I'll take you out. But they had this
Yeah.
evil grin like, oh yeah, I don't speak no English.
Yeah.
But I'm going to California, nigga. Get out my face. That's how they be looking. They'll go down the line. Them niggas be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we gonna get your ass real
That's
soon.
like us. We got a job to do, and we're on that. That's our job.
And that's
Those niggas got a job to do.
And that's crazy because the migrants, they know more about what's getting ready to happen in society than the motherfuckers who actually live in it. Because the average American is really stuck on stupid. For real, for real. You know, these niggas is really stuck on stupid out here. You know what I mean? You know, so all these niggas with these nice cars and, you know, it's all about the stop. Because your integrity, your heart is gonna have to stand for you in that day. And we already know that the average American ain't standing for shit. That's why they let that devil put that jab in them, man. You know what I mean? They cower down easy. They don't have that spirit of put my life on the line, it's all or nothing. You know, take me out on the stretcher.
Yeah.
They got the spirit of, you see that closet over there? I'm gonna just hide over there until it's all done, and then, you know, maybe we could play some Uno in that closet. And does anybody have a burger?
And hopefully it'll pass
You know?
by.
Hopefully it'll just pass by. If we just don't do anything, we stay very, very quiet, maybe nothing will happen to us. That's some weak ass shit. What it is these Americans, they have no accountability. They don't take any accountability. You people out here are supposed to look at the world around you, and you're supposed to say, we fucked up. How did it get this bad? You know what I mean? And you're supposed to start trying to make a change, ultimately with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, but you're not going to do that. Not only are you not going to do that, you're going to help this place thrive into more wickedness. You're going to come up with new ideas, new inventions. What if we cut this nigga Rod off, right, and give him one of them goddamn non-binary code genders, and then give him a TV show? You know what I mean? That be you Americans.
Yeah.
Because who's behind those television shows with that damn faggot training? It'd be a whole bunch of niggas behind that show coming up with the script. Okay, all right, you're going to do this. All right, I'll take you.
Anything for a bag.
Laughing, haha. 600-pound life niggas. Whole bunch of niggas with the cameras filming them. Oh, yeah, just feed them more pizza. Feed them more pizza. Give them another burger.
Get a pizza
for ratings.
Get a pizza in there, goddammit.
Hey, the Lord
For
put-
ratings, you know.
He's mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt. So it's all spiritual.
Get up another one.
At the end of the day, hey, there's nothing you can do to get outside of that. If you get caught up, you know, you get caught up in within these evil spirits that's floating around, you out of there. That's why we stay within we try to stay within the means of the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of the Lord. You know, so it's beyond just a carnal thing like, oh, this just happened. It's just how life is. This is just, you know, Isaiah 19, the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt. So you could get caught up in anything. You could think you good. If you, hey, be careful, you will end up a tranny.
Yeah, nah, bro.
You go from being a Mac daddy to wearing a wig and some high heels.
Meet that wrong woman.
Yep.
Because nowadays, these women are turning these niggas out and putting fingernail polish on men. And that's subtle demasculation that these women are working on these men now. You know, I seen one Jake, this nigga was on the bus. You know, he looked like a regular Jake, like he skateboarded or something. This nigga fingernails was painted. And it was so bizarre, I had to ask him straight up. I was like, hey bro, what's up with the fingernail paint? This nigga got a big ass smile. Hey bro, my woman did it for me, bro. It's cute, huh?
That shit know you're a faggot, nigga.
He showed it to me like that, like it's cute, huh? And at that, I was like, oh, okay, all right, bro.
Why you think
I was like, this nigga destroyed, you know?
Why you think he accepted that? Because it was on the TV.
Yeah.
Because a rapper did it. Because the so-called white man told one of his minions, you know, they'll have them UFC fighters, right, wear it and do an interview. One of the coldest niggas in the UFC, and then they'll zoom in on the camera while he's having a discussion.
Yeah, right on the fingernail.
And then niggas will watch that and say, well, you know what? If he do it,
Yeah.
he could kill a nigga. Oh, it's cool. It's acceptable now.
With that monster can in his hand.
Yeah, ain't nothing like that ever been acceptable. Which shows that you people, you're the weakest you've ever been.
Yeah. Sad.
It's sad, bro.
I got a precept.
They're so susceptible to anything, bro.
Yeah.
To anything. They're like they're like homes for parasites.
Right.
You know how a parasite needs a host?
Yup.
Yeah.
Man, these niggas are hosts for demons.
Remember back in the day, you used to say, hey, for this amount of money, would you do this?
Yeah.
You know, now
doing
you
it now,
niggas is
man.
really doing it.
You're doing it now.
For nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I got a precept. This Revelation 17:4. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. And we already pretty much classified that woman is America, the well-favored harlot. And it said decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. That's talking about the glamour that America has, right? And ultimately that glamour is the lifestyle, the entertainment, the birth, the carefree, because you don't get to be this carefree in any other country but America, right? You go to Russia, you're probably gonna have to become a farmer, right? You go to Iran, you know what I mean? You're probably gonna have to enlist in the military. But in America, you could get a job at Wendy's, and then every weekend you go to the fucking club, spend all your money up on some whore, get a girlfriend, you know what I mean? And y'all just stroll through the park, have a picnic every Saturday, no repercussions, no threat of danger.
Just remain stagnant forever.
Remain stagnant forever,
Yeah.
never have to grow. You know what I mean?
So it got
Never
open.
expand your knowledge. You got niggas out here that's 55 years old, never expanded their knowledge on shit. Charleston White, a dumb, ignorant, dumbass nigga that ain't never grown anywhere in his spirit. He's a millionaire though.
And he's really just back. He getting his mouth from the prophets, really.
Yeah.
That's what he ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
But then a curse out the Most High.
Yeah,
Because he's
curse
really
out.
a dumb, stupid nigga.
He's a dumbass nigga.
Any nigga that can smoke to the point where you look great, you a stupid motherfucker.
But because motherfuckers are looking at Charleston White, you got Jake that's like in the Southern Americas. Jake in the Southern Americas, Jake out there in Southern Africa, right? Jake see Charleston White and be like, look at that stupid ass nigga, he made it. I could go out there and do something stupid and make it. You know, so that's what it's talking about. This country is decked with gold and precious stones. The possibility of being rich and famous and driving a Maserati. It says, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right, and that golden cup is what you're being, you know what I mean? That shit is going right down your throat. And that fucking golden cup got worms in it. It got feces in it. Period blood.
Forever metals.
You know what I mean?
Forever chemicals.
Graphene oxide, you name it, man.
That's some of the worst.
It got the black woman's attitude up in there. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these niggas got the black woman's attitude, man. So that black woman's attitude is in that golden cup. Nigga drink that and just, whack bitch, baby. Nigga start wagging his finger. Grown man. You know? But that's what you get in America.
Saucy Santana, nigga.
Yeah, oh, Saucy Santana. I hate that motherfucker, man.
I don't even know who he is, but that name.
Saucy Santana.
Oh, bro.
That's a demon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta look at that dude. That dude is a demon, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like a demon. But he's a nigga that's been destroyed in Babylon. He drunk the golden cup. And it's so easy to drink it, man. You got programs where they offer full out abomination for free. Planned Parenthood. Go get yourself a $7 abortion. You know what I mean? $7. No, it really is. Because at Planned Parenthood, because you go up in there and they already got an insurance ready for you. You need an abortion. Okay, we got this insurance set up. Just give us $6.
Man, free sex change.
Yeah, free sex change. You know? These are free programs that offer wickedness, man. You can thrive in your wickedness. Go to the hair salon. The black woman is stitching fucking wigs in her head for hours, man.
And she got hair too.
And she got hair. She stitched the goddamn wig in her head, the weave in her head. You know? So these people are, they're being presented with that golden cup, okay? And it's the spirit because it says it's golden. Because anything that's gold is shiny. Like at the Grammys, they give a golden trophy. And the trophy ain't worth shit, but it's gold, so niggas will hang it in their mantle and be like, this is my whole life right here. This goddamn Grammy. Because it's golden. The cup, the cup with abominations is golden because it looks nice on the outside.
Yeah, it represents that wine.
Right.
The philosophy of the so-called white man. Notice all the celebrities and the rappers. A lot of them don't have what you think they have. Notice this. Why do they always gotta have a chain? It don't matter if you watching them on TV, you watching them on social media, some big bulky ugly ass chain, and I'm starting to think a lot of them diamonds and shit ain't real, because the type of, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is shiny. A lot of that shit just be props for the actual footage that they're getting at that moment. It's to allure you in. Like, oh, okay, what? You could be the nigga looks like a degenerate. He looks like a drug addict.
Right.
But the fact that he got some shiny shit on, you know, Esau done bought him some brand new J's, some $500 shoes. They'll even rent the nigga a house.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna film you on Wednesday. You're gonna need to wear that chain we gave to you, and we're gonna walk throughout the house. This is really mine. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I got, them niggas be having extra houses.
Yeah.
But what do? You go and you drink all that wine down, all of that ideology and philosophy.
I want to be like him.
Be like him. That nigga's a fucking drug addict.
I got a cousin that's sending me music every week. This nigga keeps sending me his music. What you think about this, cuzzo? You think I'll blow with this one? I'm like, man, you just lost in the sauce, homie. You still want to be a rapper? Look what they making rappers do, man. You know what I mean? It ain't even about rap no more. It's about who can pull off the biggest scandal.
Who's the freakiest nigga?
Who comes with the most entertainment? Esau don't give a fuck about no talent no more.
Who could form the biggest distraction?
Right.
Because Tekashi, he got by with that. He came in with that gay shit, that rainbow hair,
Yeah.
and got up out of there. Now he more back in his masculine frame.
Yeah.
He might have did some shit, but next you gonna have to really, well, look at what's the little black Negro nigga that he's dancing on Satan.
Oh, Lil Nas X.
Now you really gotta be that.
That's a step up.
That's a step up, and niggas is still with it.
And motherfuckers is gonna have to top that.
Yep.
So Esau, he'll like have a nigga like Lil Nas X do that faggot shit, and what Esau's doing, he's setting the bar. Like, okay, who can get past this one?
Yeah.
He's danced on Satan. What can you do? What are you willing to do?
The days of Will Smith and Jazzy
Man,
Jeff, that's over.
That bar is so fucking high. You gotta be weird, man.
You gotta be you gotta be all the way
fucked up.
all the way bugged out, man, to go past that.
I got a pre. Isaiah 25 and verse 7. Were you done, bro?
Yeah, I'm done.
It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And as the scriptures say, the Lord said that he will make Esau bare. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with the prophets. The prophets exposing this man, exposing his demented ways, all the philosophy and all the trickery that he has led our people to be in, to fall into that. A lot of our people have fallen into that pit and they can't get out. But the elect is out there, you know what I'm saying, and one by one have slowly been coming out of that shit, rinsing. As the scriptures say, we're being washed by the washing of His word. It takes water to dilute, to wash anything, to get out any stain out of any garment, and that's what we're coming, man. We're presenting our garment without spot and blemish. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it talks about the white robes.
Yeah.
No spot on the. If it's pure white,
Yeah.
there ain't no spot on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the Lord calls wicked niggas, He says spots. You know, and I think in the book of Peter,
Spots in your feet.
yeah, spots in your feet. You know what I mean? These niggas is spotted with the flesh, man. You know, it's like that dirty nigga that just be walking around with stains on his shirt. You see that nigga in high school or in middle school. Like, this nigga always got a stain on his shirt. You know what I mean?
Clean your collar up and clean your shirt, bro.
Clean your damn shirt. You ain't gonna get no bitches like that, bro. You know?
But you know what? That's also, that goes along with the baptism. We're being baptized. You know, like you go to church, they dunk you in the water and you come up, supposedly you're supposed to be clean. Like if you know anything about boxing, a lot of times, when I first boxed the first time ever in high school, I was kind of muscular. I think I was more muscular than I am now. So I'm thinking, okay, I love Tyson, you know, I'm gonna go in there and show him what to do. I'm just get in there and show him like I'm athletic. I came to find out it wasn't that easy. You know, you in there hitting the bag. They call it baptizing. You get in the ring and they show you, look, bro, it's not that easy. And then you come out that ring like, damn, you gotta have some skill. You gotta be immersed in this. You gotta learn what this thing really is. And that's what the Lord is doing with us. He baptizing us by the washing of the word. And that's why you brothers is catching hell. You're being cleansed by the same thing.
Yeah, and really that baptism where they dunk in the water is just like symbolic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what we see. You know what I'm saying? But really that's a process. You know, being washed, being cleansed. You got to go through the fiery trials. You know what I'm saying? That's not just some quick thing. You get dumped in the water and pulled out and boom, you're just a new born again human.
Yeah, it's a spark.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of the Lord now.
Yep.
I got dumped in that water, bro.
That's it. Because I got baptized twice in the world. My dad, I was in a Christian church, I got baptized once, and then when I got older, I figured, hold on, I was too young. So my dad set it up. He's known throughout all the churches of Christ. He had this church just open up, just me, him, and two other people, and he baptized me. We went out to dinner, and I knew in my head, I'm like, okay, does this really mean anything? Like, I was really meditating on that shit. But I'm like, oh, well, at least I did it twice.
Yeah, the church will baptize a child, and then to go celebrate the baptism, they'll take them to Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get a 5 for 5.
Get a bacon wrap.
Yeah, get a 5 for 5 chili dog
Defiled 5 minutes
deal.
later, bro.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know, it don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Because you first and foremost, what name are you baptizing the individual in? John the Baptist baptized people in the name of Yahushua, not in the name of Jesus Christ. How can he baptize people in the name of Jesus Christ when there was no letter J at that time? Right? Don't make no damn sense. He baptized them in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
You baptize in the name of Jesus Christ, you go right to Acapulco after and eat some shrimp. I think that's
Yeah.
what I did that night.
Yep.
Right after the baptism.
to celebrate.
Went and got some shrimp. That's against the law.
To celebrate with
Yeah,
the
to celebrate.
delicacy. With
Yup,
the delicacy.
celebrate. Yep.
I got a precept for this brother, what he just said.
Man, let me get this so I can get this real quick.
Okay.
This goes right into that. You can get that next, man. I was just rolling this. Let me go get this one. Yeah, you got it next. This is good right here. This Revelation 7, starting at verse 13. Revelation 7 and 13. It says, and one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Right, so that's the elect. Came out of great tribulation, right? The hell that we catch is purifying us. Okay, it's gonna make us worthy for them white robes. You know what I mean? Them spotless robes.
Bodies.
Them bodies.
Woo.
You know, and then it talks about the blood of the Lamb. We can't get through this tribulation without Yahweh Shai, man. You see?
Real quick, you got to keep that thought, brother. Really lay hold of that. The white robes represents those new tabernacles, those new bodies. That's allegory.
Right.
We got bodies right now. You get shot, you drop dead. The new bodies we're gonna receive is gonna be immortal, indestructible.
Right.
Lay hold of that. That's cold. See, the Christian church will read that.
Yeah.
That don't make you want to go hard, go all in.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's just a white robe. And the Lord is going to deck us out with apparel, too. The Lord is going to give us heavenly garments, for real. That real garments with real fabrics, new crown. You know what I mean? We're going to look like gods, kings, you know, and princes of the earth. You know, and it's going to all happen through the blood of the Lamb, through the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. You need Yahweh Shai, okay, to get you to the next step, man.
Right.
Yahweh Shai been with us this whole time, man. Yahweh Shai was Adam in the spirit, man. He set the stage.
Ooh.
Yahweh Shai was with Moses in the Israelites in the wilderness. He was in that chariot, guiding Jake.
He showed us that you got to be willing to die by it. If you say that you about this, just like a nigga say he about it, a nigga go die about it. He go die about that street sign in his block. He'll die about them J's. So that's what makes you worthy. I was gonna get into Hebrews, but I really don't need to. The testator must pretty much be willing to die about it. So when you really look at the whole thing, how Jake is literally not willing to fully conform to the image of Yahweh Shema Shai, it's all behind fear. You know, and the Lord not dealing with nobody like that. That's why when you go into the scripts, going back to Gideon, I don't remember if that was in Joshua or Judges, the Lord, you know, he needed to, you know, he needed an army of men. And pretty much what he did, he kept sifting the numbers lower and lower because he only wanted small number of men. The Lord, you know, he likes to work with small numbers so that he can magnify himself. You know, that way you can't say, oh, it was us. Yeah, we went, you know, we had 30,000 men. But the 300 men that he ended up sifting all the way down to, he wanted them to be all in, straight up in a warrior mindset, you know, and he gave them a cold ass test to see that. All the rest of the men that was still worried about, you know, the bullshit and being at with the woman and their families and you know, he told them to go home, you know. So that's what this thing is about. You gotta be ready today, bro. You gotta really be serious about getting that white robe, getting the fuck out of here.
Right.
By any means.
Even when you read, when Yahweh Shai said, go to the highways and byways, the reason he had said that, because when you read before that, you had men making up excuses, you know, as to why they couldn't come to the marriage. You know, I just got married, or my wife just gave birth, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you know what? Go to the highways and byways and bid them to the marriage. The Lord is looking for men who are ready now.
Yeah.
You know, putting out off the Lord from day to day. And get ready for what you're about to go through. You know what I'm saying? Prepare thyself for temptation. Can I read this? Ephesians 5 in verse 26. It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. It says that he might present to it himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be it should be holy and without blemish. And it says without spot and wrinkle. And how do you get wrinkles out of clothes? You know, a mix of water and heat, which creates steam. And the fiery trials, you know what I'm saying? The water, you know, the word. So it's gonna be you inducing the word into your life, but also catching hell at the same time.
Using wisdom. Man, that's what it is. Hey, that's crazy, bro. You know, the breath, using wisdom. That's crazy. What do you? I ain't trying to go too deep into it. But what do they say? Like with your nasal, you gotta breathe in that steam. You know, that steam. That's pretty much what it's a perfect balance of fire and water. You know?
Yeah. Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Yeah. That's what it means to be spiritual minded. And you can't just freestyle being spiritual minded. You got these niggas walk around with sage and sit down with some stones.
Smelling like
Reds.
They smell like armpit.
Yeah, armpit
They
air.
smell like armpit.
Hey, you got to link in with the manual book, the script of the movie. That's how you become spiritual. But people have discredited the Bible off the jump, thanks to the so-called white man. Because in the ancient world, just even the heathen was more spiritual. Who was that king? King Cyrus. You had certain kings like under the Persians, which they weren't Israelites. They were actually heathens. They didn't have nothing to do with the Heavenly Father. But it was still a more spiritual time because they still had principle and morale, and they knew, okay, you know what? We know there's a God of heaven and earth. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna allow the Israelites to go ahead and build their temple. Yeah, we're gonna put all the nations in captivity, but with these Israelites, we're gonna treat them good.
Right.
Because those God's people, maybe God will allow us to stay in power. You know what I'm saying? If we do good to his people. Shit, we got everything already anyway. So let's just let them have their shit. The so-called white man, where it goes into Obadiah, the biblical Edomite, the so-called white man, it says if he's grabbed, you know, even the gate, let's get that.
Yeah,
Bible shop,
let's get it.
Obadiah.
I got it.
You so-called white people are cancer in the earth. Nothing but violent homosexuals, a bunch of faggots.
Yeah.
And you've taught the whole world to walk around with man buns and grow. Man, you niggas are vile, man. You niggas are disgusting, man.
Yeah, I got it. This Obadiah 1 and verse 5. It says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Who is the thief? According to the Bible, the thief cometh but to kill, steal, and destroy. According to the Bible, the thief is Esau, Edom, the wicked, the so-called white man. It says that even if a thief broke in your house, he would gather, you know, enough sufficient for what he want to take. And then, of course, there's going to be some shit left. You Edomites, you so-called white people, okay, you don't even leave a fucking grape on a damn vine.
Right.
You stolen everything, and now your riches are corrupted. James 5. Now the Lord is he getting ready to require all that shit. That's why you catching hell. That's why people hate your fucking demon ass.
Oh man.
You know?
I'm going to jump down to verse 10. This Obadiah 1 and 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Yeah, you Edomites was always, whenever Jake fell, it was always you Edomites right there, you know, assisting the downfall of Jake, right? Like you had the story of Esther, and you had that demonic nigga Haman. Jake was already in a low condition, already defeated. Here come Haman, bitch ass. Oh well, let's make it even worse. You know what I mean? Let's just make it even worse. Fuck it. Completely destroy him. Completely eradicate him. You know? Esau, you always been there trying to exterminate Jake, right? But now it's backfired on you, okay? And it says shame is gonna cover you in these latter days.
And really, that's going into the fall of your society. You so-called white people, society falling. That's why them devils over there had to get on. As soon as you, just like a serpent. As soon as I looked over there and said some niggas skedaddled around the fucking corner because there was being demons down there.
Yeah, they were screaming.
You know, your society is falling. And a lot of you don't even recognize that because McDonald's still open.
Yeah.
Pretty much all they doing is just keeping you with the bread and circus until they ready to strike, bro. The elites.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know?
They're not ready for a rebellion yet.
Not quite yet.
They're not ready. You know, Esau's preparing for a rebellion. He knows that a revolution is gonna counteract his draconian measures, but he ain't ready for it yet. You know what I mean? Everything is not 100% set in place yet for him to take on that full rebellion. So he gonna just keep you distracted with the NFL playoffs, You know, what is it's Kobe Bryant Day. They just put a statue over there at the Staples Center.
Yeah.
You have my dumbass coworker. Yeah, man, I was trying to go look at the statue, man. For what? He dead.
Smoke weed and look at the statue.
You know what I mean? The nigga dead, man. What do you need a statue of him for? And you go, what are you reminiscing on? His fucking point average in the game? I remember that time, Kobe. This nigga at the statue talking to the statue. I remember that time, man, when you dropped 60, man, in the game, bro. It's different, bro.
Never forget, bro.
You don't even know him, man. But
That
them is them goddamn distractions. That folly, man. It's just a bunch of folly that these niggas is imaginary concepts that the so-called white man has supplanted in your mind to believe in, man. That's all that's keeping you niggas going, man.
I got that John 10.
You got it, yeah.
This is John 10:10. It says, "The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and they might have it more abundantly."
real quick, can we get just real quick? Luke 1:67.
Come.
Because the thief, you know, people say, "Oh, y'all just making that up." You know,
Hey, you know what? There's a good one that I like to think about that made me think of the scripture. Is there's what you remember those operations that you put all the
yeah.
operations.
Yep.
Well, one of those in there is Operation Popeye, and basically it's cloud seeding. You know, they can make it rain, and Operation Popeye was used in Vietnam. That's why in every Vietnam War movie it's raining, because Esau was making it rain over there for war tactics. So what does Esau do? The Lord gives rain so that, you know, seeds can produce fruit. You know what I mean? And flourish. The earth can, you know, be watered. But Esau will make it rain so that he can win a war.
death, life against death.
And how about when California was having all them fires?
Right.
Remember that? Why? How come he didn't make it rain up there?
And then the Lord got it raining to sustain the plant life and revitalize the earth. But Esau got a whole bunch of concrete.
Yeah.
So the rain is just hitting the concrete and it's not even getting to the soil.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why ain't nothing growing out here, because it's just concrete. The rain is just smacking against the concrete,
You don't
man.
even smell the rain no more.
The harbor of death.
It used to smell good. You see worms and snails. You could smell the rain. It'll leave a. When I was growing up,
You smell asphalt now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smell asphalt.
Because can we?
You use 167, right?
167. Yeah, Luke
Yeah,
167.
got it.
Down,
This-
read through it.
Read that one, good call. This is Luke Wood, is 67. And his father, Zechariah was filled with the Ruach Kodesh and prophesied, saying,
68 maybe.
68. Okay. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies, from the hand of all that hate us.
Yeah, so the thief, we got enemies. Jacob sit up, the most gangstest nigga, be ready to kill his own people, but to sit up and fucking turn into a nice guy for the so-called white man.
Whack 100.
Yeah, whack 100, doing an interview.
Yeah.
You know, we got enemies. The thief and the murderer is the enemy. Okay, the motherfuckers putting you in slavery, rape, robbing, and murdering you, taking your land, corrupting your nation through witchcraft. That's an enemy. The same way like a nigga breaking your car, you ready to kill him? That's the enemy. Somebody that'll lie on your name is the enemy. Somebody that'll throw you in prison behind some shit that they doing on a corporate level, that's the enemy. You know? Continue.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's
You
more.
wanna keep going? Yep.
Hey, just like J.P. Morgan when he got caught smuggling cocaine.
Oh yeah.
J.P. Morgan Chase Bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll fucking lock Jake up for an ounce of weed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, but this nigga was smuggling pounds and millions of pounds of cocaine on a fucking boat.
A lot of those banks and a lot of these corporations that's been around for like 100 years, they were all started through slavery, owning slaves anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
This
owning the Hebrews, the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
I hate using that term.
Working like a Hebrew slave.
Yeah.
This This is verse 72. To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant.
Yeah, because we can't really perform the mercies. We're in the land of our enemies. That's why Yahweh Shai has given us grace. He's given us favor. He's given us a pass on a lot of things. Like I know, that's why we wearing these garments. People make fun of us. We ain't gonna be in our natural, cultural, ancient garments and with some gold, like real gold around here. You know what I'm saying? Here with the wristbands and then the name of the Lord on top of the wristband. Chest plates. Nah, bro, we need, that's a righteous thing, but we need favor. We need mercy. You know, we can't take matters into our own hands. We have to try to just skate by this place. Endure hardness and you know, roll with the punches, and hopefully Yahweh Shai, which we know he is, gonna come at the right time. You know? So we need that, you know, we need to be able to serve our power completely. Just like when the Heavenly Father delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt. He told Pharaoh, he sent Moses, said, hey, tell Pharaoh to let my people go. I got an appointment with them in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? I need them to come and serve me in the wilderness. I got some shit set up, you know? And what did Pharaoh do? Nah. And the Heavenly Father kept raising his pride up. Like, he kept telling Moses, go tell him again. Moses was like, well, look, I mean, you keep telling me to go tell him. I mean, he was like, well, look, I'm raising him up. I'm putting that, I'm hardening his heart because the last blow, I'm gonna really make a statement.
That's what the Lord is doing to Esau.
That's right.
Esau is supposed to recognize, okay, they got their prophets back out there. The Lord is calling them back. You know what? I gotta let them go serve their God, and I gotta give them back their customs and traditions. But not only is Esau not doing that, he gonna just lie to you the whole time and tell you that you don't have a God. You're a nigger. You're still that African American. Be a Mexican. Be a goddamn Brazilian. Yeah, you know what I mean? You just eat that taco. He gonna lie to you the whole time. See, at least Pharaoh didn't lie to us. You know, the ancient Pharaoh in Egypt, he didn't lie to Jake.
Yeah.
He let Jake know, you are an Israelite. You know, you are supposedly God's chosen people, but I run this stuff. You know what I mean?
He didn't believe in the power of God.
He just didn't believe in Yahweh. But he let Jake know, like, you are an Israelite. We're not the same. Esau sit here and lie to Jake and be like, hey, I'm your friend. You're my buddy. I love you. I will never hurt you. Your daddy's little boy. You know what I mean? But the whole time, this nigga is killing you from the inside out. That's why he's the fucking devil, man. You know?
Quick precept, quick one. Romans 9:17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
And that's actually talking about Esau. Because when you go up in that chapter, it's dealing with Jacob and Esau. You know? So this devil, he ain't even at the height of his wickedness yet. He getting ready to come down with that great wrath, and that's why we are screaming and yelling on the street corners on the behalf of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that think it's a fucking game.
Yeah.
You and everybody you love is gonna fucking perish if you don't repent and stop being a fucking clown and coon in America.
Scary thing to not have to fear the Lord, man.
Right.
Especially the times that we're coming into, you still want to be lifted up with pride, and you got children that you love.
Yep.
Golly.
Yeah. You can see, hey, just look around. But see, Jake so engulfed in, I got a job and I got a family.
Yeah.
Bro, the Lord gonna catch you with your pants down.
Because it's not money. You know what I'm saying? What's that gonna do for me, man? That ain't gonna feed my family, cuz.
Why don't you just get your bag up, nigga? You know? Hey, the days of the bag, bro, the bag is useless, bro. Hyperinflation get ready to set in.
Right.
You ain't gonna have no fucking bag. None of these motherfuckers gonna have a bag. You know? You gonna get a bag. You gonna be in a body bag, nigga.
Are you done with that?
Yeah.
I got a precept. This is Psalms 49. We're going to start at verse 11 and go down. Psalms 49 and 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. In their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names. And that, like we was going into how Esau is the thief. This nigga took, these lands that didn't even belong to him, right? And he called it the street of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln's memorial avenue or some shit,
And
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
Martin Luther
Boulevard.
King, you know, some
Niggas
bullshit.
die every day.
Nigga, man.
But and it also says that their houses shall continue forever. Esau has that pride to where he thinks that this technological advancement of merging man with technology is actually going to work, right? That this is going to be the next step in evolution. You got a TV show, it's called Altered Carbon. I advise you to watch that. Altered Carbon, basically a nigga's life is on a fucking chip, right? His soul is on a chip. And if his body dies, he just take the chip and put it in another body. Esau got like bodies that haven't been inhabited in the lab.
That sounds tight.
And you just throw the chip in a nigga body.
Watch that.
You know what I mean? But that's his plan, to live forever. Okay, as long as your soul's on that chip, we just toss you in another body. You died at 66, you could be a 23-year-old black man again. So Esau was a 66-year-old man, right, with a chip in him. He died, and he said, you know what, I always wanted to be a Mexican. You know what I mean? Come back as a Mexican. You know what I mean? Throw a chip inside of a Mexican. That's his. But that's really what these devils got planned, man. That demon, Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum, them is really them niggas' plans. Noah Havari.
Yeah.
It sound crazy, and it sound like that's insane. That's way out. No, they really working on that shit, man.
Bro, I got you.
They demons, man.
Check this out. This is from creepy.org on the Twitter. It says there are currently hundreds of deceased people in the U.S., including baseball legend Ted Williams, whose bodies are being frozen in liquid nitrogen in the hope that future technology will be able to revive them.
Look at that, man. Yeah, Esau is hoping that his houses can continue forever. He want to keep this reign going for as long as for forever. Not as long as he possibly could. It's forever for him. But the thing is Yahushai is going to put a damper in them plans. You see? Yahushai is his last hump to get over. You know what I mean? That's the only thing he know that's like, damn, we gotta defeat that. We gotta get rid of that spirit. And if he come back, we gotta fight him. It's gotta be us or him, because I want to be this man with that chip. I want to live forever. It's either me or him. It's me or Yahushai, man.
And they have all the elites up in them too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They all frozen.
Yeah.
In hopes that they could bring them back.
That old ass bitch that died, the Queen of England,
She
probably
frozen.
got her nasty fucking ass frozen. Or they probably threw her. Cause what you wanna do to jump in that
With an
body?
old ass fucking body.
I don't want to jump in that
shit.
body.
She's gonna
you
come
know?
back wrinkled.
But you know
Nobody
what?
want to jump in that, you know.
You can't say that none of this stuff can't be true, because I was gonna get it, but I'll just speak on it. The duality of the Most High. That way, there is no finding out of the Most High. He got everything set one against another.
Yeah.
Like he got the left hand, you got the right hand. You got night, you got day. You got left, you got right. So what we're talking about, the so-called white man, is he's just coming under the banner of the Most High on the left hand.
That's right.
The left hand works. Satan represents the hierarchy of the left hand, which Yahushua is above Satan in rank. If you understand the rank of the Bible,
That's right.
Yahushua is in rank on all of them. But then Yahushua represents the right hand, the righteous angels that go and they're set to minister over those who are heirs of the kingdom. Then you got the demons, which are heirs of you fucking wicked ass people. Okay,
But
and
as the scriptures say, the Lord set a bound that they can't pass.
Yeah.
Not only talking about the sky, but with their technology,
Yeah.
with the things that they're trying to do.
it's all left hand.
Like they're trying to do their own version of regeneration.
Yeah, it's all the Most High's technology. So, at the coming of the Lord, when you understand the Bible, literally the Lord is armed the so-called white man. I forget in Jeremiah it talks about the Lord's armory, talking about those missiles. And then in Isaiah, what is that, 54, it talks about the weapons of how the Lord creates, the smith that created the blow up the fires in the coal, that created the waster to destroy those missiles. So that's all the Lord's, the lying wonders in Revelation 13, 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter.
Right.
The technology. That's what the so-called white man do. He weaponizes, he weaponized these gangbanging niggas, dropped the weapons off in the hood so he could destabilize the communities, have us killing each other. He weaponized all these other these nations. You know, when you deal with ISIS and all of that, you know, he goes to war with these nations, but he weaponizes them so he could come in and what? Take their resources, take them down, without looking like the bully. Well, that's what Yahweh Bashir al-Shai is doing. You know? Hey. That's right, that's right. Call Allah Yahweh Bashir al-Shai. Shalom, King. Oh yeah, we hey, blessings, brother. Yahweh Bashir al-Shai Rakatah.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Yeah.
just a little bit more.
You know? See, that's the spirit. Hey, and everything gonna work out, brother. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Yes, sir. You know?
I
Spirit.
remember him.
Yep.
He was out there with that demon, that Edomite demon.
Oh yeah.
Remember that demon was trying to find, Esau was trying to find somebody to
Yeah.
Oh,
get
yeah,
on his
Run
side.
to- Oh yeah.
That was him.
By Yarton.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, on Colorado.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was him. Yep.
You know, hey, and you wish you could physically help Jake with, here, brother, here go $500.
Yep.
Right now, all we got is the word. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's how we
You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, the Lord is preparing us, man. So we going to be catching hell, but just stay, remain faithful because the Lord going to turn it upside down. I'm telling you. He ain't going to, you know.
Let me
you
keep
got
going on this. There's Psalms 49 in verse 12. It says, nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. Their way is their folly, yet their posterity must prove their sayings. Like sheep they are laid in the grave, death shall feed on them, and it's talking about Esau, the Edomites. And the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning. Right? And that's the spirit in the morning, because the morning is a new day. Right? So it says the upright, the righteous, is going to have dominion over the wicked in the new era, in the new day. It says, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. Yeah, so all of that American beauty is going to go right down with them nuclear missiles. That's going to be the end. Once the nuclear missiles hit America, that's the end of American philosophy. That's the end of America being a superpower. That's the end of America being this awesome place to go to. You know, everybody will know that America wasn't shit. All right, and it was the worst country to ever step on the soil of, right? America is worse than China, man. You know what I mean? Because at least in China, we said that the other week. At least in China, you know what I mean? They pushing men to be men. You know what I mean? Niggas is eating and drinking tea. You know what I mean?
Their children are exercising.
Their children are exercising. That's why them migrants come out here and they going crazy. Because they looking at it, they like, yo, this shit is wild out here.
They ready to go back.
And these is migrants from third world countries. They're like, yo, what the fuck is going on out here?
They probably see.
I'm just gonna sock this fucking security guard. I'm gonna rape that woman. This is all out crazy.
They see fat people over here and they're like, what the fuck?
What the hell is this?
This might sound crazy, you know. Let the Lord's will be done, but I'm looking a little forward to meeting some of my brothers. Them southern, because even when I had to go to the county, one of the most righteous dudes I met was a dude from Nicaragua. He looked like, man, he was about as pale as this sheet of paper. He was real red, but he had coarse hair, and he couldn't speak English well, so we had to pretty much dialogue. But what he was telling me, he was pretty much telling me, yeah, these niggas, we talking about the Mexicans, and he was like, man, these are not good people. These some clown motherfuckers. And he couldn't really, he was trying to say it the best he could, but this dude, the spirit was on him, because he was bringing me, I always take garlic. I don't know how you get garlic in the jail. I wasn't asking him. This dude would come to me with the script. He'd come to me, here you go. He was always making sure I'm good. He was like, you know, there's a lot of people like you in my country. A lot of people look like you. And not saying nothing with the Mexicans or nothing, but that Americanized Mexican shit is bugged out, because he gravitated towards me, even though he was with the Latinos. And he always looked out for me. He wanted to link up when I got out and start a business with me. He's like, look, you just get the contracts. I got the team with the construction. He wanted me to come to his court date. I didn't show up. But the thing is this, that's how a lot of them gonna be.
Yeah.
Because they come up here, they see how clown you motherfuckers are up here.
Yeah, the migrants.
Yeah, bunch of fucking clowns up here. And he didn't like that shit.
They real solid, thorough dudes, man.
Yeah.
That's why look in the UFC. Who dominates the UFC? It's the Asher. You know what I mean? The tribe of Asher, the Brazilians, right? Because they real solid, thorough people, man. You know, and they come from a country of respect. Alex Piera, can't nobody stop that nigga right now, man. Big fucking strong Brazilian, and you can tell that nigga, you can tell he not playing with nobody.
Stone faced.
But he looked like a solid dude.
And he looked humble.
If he spoke English, he spoke perfect English, he'd probably be the coolest dude in the UFC, man, to ever sit down and chop it up with.
Yeah.
Because he come from Brazil, right? And you can't be no clown ass nigga out there, man. Somebody will drag you through the street and put a bullet in your head. Even the women. The women gotta watch what they say. The women can't prance their ass all around the street, disrespect men. They'll get a bullet in their face on camera. You know? So yeah, America is the last little dirty, shriveled up piece of flesh that just needs to be cut off and removed, man. It's like that tumor.
Scab.
It's that scab. You just gotta rip that motherfucker off and let something new and stronger and more healthier grow, man.
Shall Babylon be healed? Take balm for her pain. This place won't be healed. There is no balm that could heal this place. It's strong enough. At this point, it's a cancerous.
Stage 4 cancer.
Yeah. Stage 4.
It's a canker sore, and it's cancerous.
HIV, you know.
The only balm is the scriptures. But we know that you people hate the scriptures. You hate the true breakdown of the scriptures. You'll walk around with a Bible big as your head and your arm, but you hate the scriptures. You hate the true righteous ways of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
Because, hey, we see it all the time.
Right.
When you get cut and you get offended at the scriptures, you hate it. And the powers that be hate it too.
That's right.
So, hey, this place it's over.
It's over for that.
You know?
Is there any more, or just get one more, or what? Or is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so with that, go ahead and shut it down. Give all praises and immense glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.